Today we are going to learn a new chapter of Social Studies, Class 5, Chapter 9. The name of the chapter is The Desert Region. The Desert Region. What is a desert? A desert is a place where there is very little rainfall and very few plants and animals. A desert is a place where there is very little rainfall and very few plants and animals. In a desert, there is very little rainfall and very few plants and animals. And what is the climate of this region? Climate of this region, it has extreme type of climate. The desert has extreme type of climate. Extreme means the days are very hot and the nights are very cold. The days are very hot and the nights are very cold. So the desert is a place where there is very little rainfall and very few plants and animals. So it has extreme type of climate. That means the days are very hot and the nights are very cold. Then location of the desert region. Deserts are situated between 15 degree and 30 degree latitudes on either side of the equator. Deserts are situated between 15 degree and 30 degree latitudes on either side of the equator. The value of the equator is 0 degree. Value of the equator is 0 degree. The deserts situated between 15 degree and 30 degree latitudes on either side of the equator. Then, deserts are not suitable for human habitation. Deserts are not suitable for human habitation. Why? Because crops do not grow well, as most of the land is covered by sand. Most of the desert land is covered by sand. That's why crops do not grow in this region. Because of that reason, human habitation is less here. So, deserts are not suitable for human habitation because crops do not grow here. Then, some parts of deserts are covered by pebbles and boulders. Some parts of the deserts are covered by pebbles and boulders. What's the meaning of pebbles? Small stones made smooth and round by the action of water or sand. Small stones made smooth and round by the action of water and sand is known as pebbles. Then boulders. What's the meaning of boulders? A very large rock. Very large rock is known as boulders. So some part of deserts are covered by pebbles and boulders. Then the important deserts of the northern and southern hemisphere. Which are the important deserts of the northern and southern hemisphere? Already we studied that the equator divides the earth into two equal halves, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Now let us see which are the important deserts of the northern and the southern hemisphere. First one, the Colorado deserts of North America. The Colorado deserts of North America. Where is Colorado deserts? In North America. Then second one, the Sahara deserts of North Africa. The Sahara deserts of North Africa. Sahara deserts located North Africa. Then third one, the Arabian deserts in the Gulf. The Arabian deserts in the Gulf. Then fourth one, the Thar deserts in the northwest of India. The Thar deserts in the northwest of India. The Thar desert in the northwest of India. Then next one, the Atacama deserts of South America. The Atacama deserts of South America. Then the Kalahari deserts of South Africa. The Kalahari deserts of South Africa. Then last one, the Australian deserts. The Australian deserts. So which are the important deserts of the northern and southern hemisphere? Colorado, it is in North America. Sahara, it is in North Africa. Arabian, it is in Gulf. Thar deserts in India. Atacama in South America. Kalahari in South Africa. Then Australian desert. Deserts are mostly found in the western part of the continent. Deserts are mostly found in the western part of the continents. Deserts are mostly found in where? The western parts of the continents. As there is very little rainfall in the deserts, trees are very rare there. There is very little rainfall. That's why trees are very rare. Rare means not common. Not common, very scarce. Trees are very scarce in the desert region. Why? Because very little rainfall only there in the desert. Sometimes rainfall gets vaporized even before it reaches the ground. Sometimes rainfall gets vaporized even before it's reached the ground. What is the meaning of vaporized? Converted into gas or vapor. Converted into gas or vapor. So sometimes rainfall gets vaporized even before it reaches the ground. Next is the vegetation. Vegetation. Which are the plants found in the desert region? Which are the plants found in the desert region? The vegetation consists of cactus, thorny bushes and shrubs. Which are the different types of vegetations found in the desert region? Cactus, thorny bushes and shrubs. Date palm is largely grown in the oasis. Date palm is largely grown in the oasis. What is the meaning of oasis? A small fertile or green area in a desert region is known as oasis. A small fertile or green area. Fertile or green area in a desert. Usually having a spring or well. Usually having a spring or well. A small fertile or green area in a desert region is known as oasis. So date palm is largely grown in the oasis. People living near the oasis do cultivation. What is the main occupation of the people living near the oasis? Which one? Farming, cultivation. They live in huts made of mud, grass and wood. So the people live in huts made of mud, grass and wood. A large number of Saudi Arabians are nomads. Large number of Saudi Arabians are nomads. What is the meaning of nomad? A person who does not stay long in the same place is known as nomad. Wanderer. A person who does not stay long in the same place is known as nomads. So a large number of Saudi Arabians are nomads. They do not settle down at one place but wander from place to place. They wander from place to place. And they are called Bedouins. Bedouin. A nomadic Arab of the desert is known as Bedouin. A nomadic Arab is known as Bedouins. Hunting is the chief occupation of the Bushmen of the Kalahari Desert. The people of Kalahari Deserts, the chief occupation of Bushmen is hunting. Hunting is the chief occupation of the Bushmen of the Kalahari Desert. The nomadic hunting and gathering peoples of the Kalahari deserts is known as Bushmen. And the camel is the most important animal of the desert. Which is the most important animal of the desert? Camel. The camel is the most important animal of the desert. The camel can travel over long distances with very little food and water. The camel can travel over long distances with very little food and water. It can withstand heat and cold. It can withstand means survive or resist successfully. Survive or resist successfully heat and cold. That's why the camel is known as the ship of the desert. The ship of the desert. Which animal is called the ship of the desert? The camel. The camel is called the ship of the desert. Why? Because the camel can travel over long distances with very little food and water. It can withstand heat and cold. That's why the camel is known as the ship of the desert. The Bedouins often move in groups with their camels. The Bedouins often move in groups with their camels. Such groups are called caravans. So what is meant by caravans? The Bedouins often move in groups with the camels. Such groups are called Bedouins. And the wolves, lizards, snakes and rats are also found in the desert region. Wolves, lizards, Snakes and rats are also found in the desert region. Horses, sheep, goats and camels are reared by the Bedouins. And which are the animals reared by the Bedouins? Horses, sheep, goats and camels. These animals provide milk, clothing and transport facilities to the people of the desert. So these animals provide milk, clothing and transport facilities to these people. Let us study now the important features of a desert. Important features of a desert. Dust storms and plunders are common in deserts. Dust storms and plunders are common in deserts. Dust storm means sandstorm. Sandstorm. Storm means strong wind. Dust storms and plunders. Plunders means robbers. Plunders means robbers. To take the goods of by force. To take the goods of by force is known as robbers. So dust storms and plunders are common in deserts. That's why the people of desert move in caravans and stay in groups. Why they move in caravans and stay in groups? Because of the dust storms and plunders. Because of the dust storms and plunders, the people of the desert move in caravans and stay in groups. And they sell dates, ropes, rugs, etc. and buy rice, pulses, salt, spices, etc. So that they sell dates, ropes, rugs. Rugs means carpet. Carpet. They sell dates, ropes, rugs, etc. and buy rice, pulses, salt, spices, etc. from the town dwellers. Town dwellers. Dwellers means a person who lives in the town. A person who lives in the town. So the people of the desert sell dates, ropes and rugs and they buy rice, pulses, salt, spices, etc. And rich minerals are found in the desert. Rich minerals are found in the desert. Which are the minerals found in the desert? Gold. Gold is found in the Australian desert. Gold is found in the Australian desert. And diamond. Diamond is found in the Kalahari desert. Diamond is found in the Kalahari desert. And nitrate is found in the Atacama desert. Gold in Australian desert. Diamond in Kalahari desert. Nitrate is in Atacama deserts. Nitrate means actually used as a fertilizer. Nitrate actually used as a fertilizer. It is a chemical that includes nitrogen and oxygen. Then petroleum is the most important mineral found in the desert. Which is the most important mineral found in the desert? Petroleum. Petroleum is the most important mineral found in this region. Then what are the important features of the Arabian people? The people of Arabia are well built. The people of Arabia are well built. Well built means physically strong or attractive. Physically strong or attractive. They lead a rough and tough life. They lead a rough and tough life. The discovery of oil in the desert has changed their lives a lot. This mineral is also called liquid gold. Which mineral is also called liquid gold? Petroleum. Petroleum is also called liquid gold. Then Saudi Arabia sells oil all over the world and it has brought immense wealth to the desert land. Saudi Arabia sells oil all over the world. Which country sells oil to all over the world? Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia sells oil all over the world and it has brought immense wealth, large wealth, great wealth to the desert land. Then which are the changes happen in the Saudi Arabian people? Wide concrete roads have replaced the camel tracks. The camel tracks changed into wide concrete roads. The latest model motor cars and trucks have replaced the caravans. Caravans replaced the latest motor car and trucks. Huge buildings have replaced the small huts of the desert people. Small huts changed into huge building. Huge building. So because of the immense wealth they got, while concrete roads came into instead of camel tracks. Caravans changed into motor cars and trucks. Small huts changed into huge buildings. Mecca and Medina are the two holy cities of the Muslims. Which are the two important holy cities of the Muslims? Mecca and Medina. Mecca and Medina are the two important holy cities of the Muslims. The pilgrimage to Mecca is known as Hajj. The pilgrimage to Mecca is known as Hajj. Then, with the advancement of science, desert life has changed tremendously. With the advancement of science, the desert life changed immensely or tremendously. Tremendously means very great amount. Very great amount. Many facilities are now available to the people who used to lead a tough life in the desert areas. Now many modern facilities are available in the desert. Because of the advancement of science and technology, modern facilities are now available in the desert. I hope that the chapter is clear. Read the chapter several times and study the notes. Thank you.